This is arguably one of my favorite times of the PGA this time of year because we're getting close to the FedEx Cup Championship.
Yep.
And guys there's always bubble guys, right? And so last year, the incredible story of Justin Thomas needing to birdie hole 18 of, I want to say it was the Wyndham or whatever, the last tournament before the FedEx Cup, to get in the top 70. And remember, he like lipped the chip out or like hit the flag stick, like 30-yard chip. Didn't make it. This year, it was Joel Damon. Joel Damon needed I want to say it was a 2-way second place tie or better to make the FedEx Cup Championship. And I want to say like going into day 3 or even going into day 4, he was like top 5. I think he finished in the high teens.
Okay.
But regardless, the bubble stories on the PGA of guys trying to make the FedEx Cup Championship. There was another guy. I don't remember his name, but he was so fucking close to making it in the top 70. And Tyler, I think he missed like a 5-foot putt.
Oh no, dude.
To get into the top 70. So it's either he makes the putt and is in, or he misses the putt and is out. It was like a 5 or 6 footer and he missed it.
God.
So
do you think his caddy before the putt told him? He's like, hey, you make this and you're in.
But okay, so when I don't know, his caddy.
He's so fucked.
In that tone too. Hey, you make this and you're in.
Yeah.
And if you miss it, it's another year you have to sit and think about not making it.
Yeah, and if you miss it, you're just the biggest mental midget on this tour.
Yeah. Speaking of bubbles, though, it's also like a Ryder Cup bubble season.
Yeah,
like guys that are on the fringe of getting into the Ryder Cup. So every 2 years we have a double bubble situation going on. It's kind of a cool time in golf. I mean, you also have Charlie Woods, who he needed like a second place or better finish to make the junior Ryder Cup team, and was, again, very, very close, was playing really well. And then I think he might have fallen off just a little bit. I can't remember where he finished, but
how old is he?
I think he's 16.
And the junior is that anybody under what age
I don't
group?
know.
Is that under 18 or is it 20? Whatever.
I don't know.
Either way, 16.
Yeah,
he's
I mean, he
something
is,
else.
You know, a couple of years ago, I don't know, when he was like 13, 14 years old, people are like, oh, like Charlie's never gonna be good, whatever. And he is firing some crazy scores.
The kid's good, dude.
And there's always the other kids out there where, you know, they're just, you can't even speak on how good they are. And those kids don't get nearly the press time. But again, if you have Charlie Woods, son of greatest of all time, it's like, you can't stray away from that.
Correct.
So anyway, yeah, it's kind of a cool time in the PGA. Like we don't, there's no majors left. But we got like, it's bubble season.
Mm-hmm. I couldn't be more excited for the Ryder Cup.
Yeah. Bethpage.
Yep.
BPB.
Yep.
Speaking of the Ryder Cup, I saw this tweet. I just want to talk about it quick. It's a Twitter page called Ways to Golf. They tweeted, I've already got my eyes set on the best weekend of fall, September 27th, September 28th. So you got the Ryder Cup both days. And then you got Bama versus Georgia, LSU versus Ole Miss, Oregon versus Penn State. And then you have Eagles versus Bucks, Ravens versus Chiefs, Packers versus Cowboys. And the Vikings that Sunday are in London. Or maybe that's their
Germany
Ireland game or whatever. So that is an early morning that Sunday, all day too.
That's sick.
That's gonna be a great day.
Like for professional sports, including the Ryder Cup, that whole weekend is going to be electric.
Dude, I kind of have goosebumps thinking about all that football. Just being back.
Picture this too. Like, would we be saying the same thing about the Ryder Cup if it was in Europe? Because your boys would have to be up at fucking 3 a.m. to see
2 in the morning.
Like, we didn't really get to see any of it last year because it was at such an odd time, like the Open.
And it's not that I'm like against getting up early to watch golf. I fucking forget.
Same.
I'll literally tune in at 1 o'clock. Be like, let's see how the Ryder Cup's going. I'm like, it's over for the day. Idiot.
Yeah. It's like, and for some, like, yes, you could go back and watch it. Like,
that's so
on
lame.
ESPN Plus. But who's gonna go watch an event Who's going to go back and watch an event after it's already happened?
Especially in the internet age when we're people that are plugged in.
You can't go on your phone.
There's zero chance you can go on your phone without figuring out who did what.
Yes. And the best time to scroll on your phone is watching golf.
Yep.
Even if you don't dig into your phone, you can still get ESPN notifications, text, all that stuff. You can be trying to avoid it and you're still going to get updates.
So my streaming for watching the Vikings, it's like on a 15-second delay.
Okay.
And so I had to turn ESPN off.
Well, can you just turn
it would get like Justin Jefferson touchdown, 18-yard pass from Kirk Cousins. And I'd be like, well, they're on the fucking 18 right now. I guess I know what's coming.
There's 3 plays left until he actually scores. You just go do not disturb.
Yeah, I just turned ESPN notifications off.
Yeah. Yep. So yeah, it's a fun time. I kind of actually forgot Ryder Cup was a month and a half away.
Yeah, I think so. Yep.
I mean, so what did you say? September 27th?
27th, 28th.
Let's go.
Yep.
Guys, before we get too deep into the podcast, we have to send out the plug for our boy Russell Nicolay with NicolayLaw.com. If you guys are ever injured, if you ever encounter a situation where a loved one's injured or yourself is injured, he's going to be the guy you want to call. NicolayLaw.com, Russell Nicolay. If you haven't seen him on the billboard throughout the entire Midwest, he has, this isn't a dig at all either. He has very little hair to no hair on the top of his head, but on his chin, it's thicker than the Minnesota forest. Big beard, bald guy, sunglasses.
Right behind you.
Right behind me. If you haven't seen Russell on the billboard, you should probably put the phone down and stop texting and driving, because that could lead to personal injury, which would then lead you into calling Russell Nicolay.
Or someone calling Russell Nicolay on you, and that's not what you want.
Correct. Because he's a shark.
He's a shark.
He's a shark in the courtroom. Award-winning in damn near every state in the Midwest. He's going to be the guy you want to call if you guys are ever personally injured, or someone you know or love is personally injured. NicolayLaw.com.
Had my annual Elk River football golf scramble this weekend.
Okay.
Shout out to the Elks.
Did the kids, did Charlie stay home?
I did not bring him with. No.
Okay.
There's a whole bunch of other kids at the house. He was having the time of his fucking life. Probably would have been the only time he would have been like, nah, I don't want to come golfing with you. So we've been talking about this for months in the group chat. And the guys about a month ago were like, hey, should we coordinate on an outfit? Do we want to go uniforms, costumes? Really? And I was like, abso-fucking-lutely not.
Yeah.
I was the only one that responded. I'm like, I would rather die than for us to put on uniforms for our golf scramble.
And now, when you say uniforms,
like, you know how people dress crazy.
You're talking even just matching polos.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that.
Yeah. I couldn't be more out on a casual scramble tournament and dressing up.
Yeah.
Morning of the guy's house we were staying at, he is a coach on that team. Okay. So he comes up
on the football team.
Yep. In an Elk River football polo. Totally makes sense. Probably the only polos he owns.
Yep.
Next guy comes up the stairs, and he is a former player from Elk River.
Okay.
And he is wearing an Elk River football polo. Okay. Like, that checks out. He's a former player.
Scramble.
Yep. Third guy comes up who was born and raised in South Fargo, has been to Elk River maybe one other time in his entire life, wearing an Elk River football polo. I was like, that
he borrowed from your buddy out of his closet.
Yep. I'm like, you piece of shit. And I did cave.
And were they the same polo?
No, they were all different. It's because he is a teacher and a football coach. So all he wears every day is an Elk River polo and pants.
Yeah.
And so he's got unlimited. I'm like, all right, fucking fine. I'll wear an Elk River polo and we'll all match and we'll all look stupid. And I go to his closet. I have never seen more polos that say the exact same thing on it in my entire life. I'm talking like homie's got 30 polos that say Elk River football on it.
Does he have double of any?
I'm sure he does. And then he's like, go ahead and make your pick. And eventually I ended up on one, but
Even if he has 2 of every polo, that's still 15 different polos. Like what high school is making like that many different variations?
Think about it. I mean, he's been probably working there since he was when he graduated college in 22, and he went straight
10 years.
Went straight there. You get about 2 or 3 a year.
Yeah, I suppose.
That's like that's a stereotype that holds true. Every single football coach in my high school always team branded polo and khakis every single day. Every single day.
I just got before the Jimmy Scramble, so my college alma mater, I just got like my baseball coach gave me an orange like University of Jamestown polo, and I don't know, it's orange.
Orange is a tough color.
I mean, like I could wear it out. I could wear it on opener, deer opener if I wanted to, and I can't get myself to wear it on the golf course because I'm not like. It looks like I may have to go teach a summer class after I get done with this morning round, you know?
No, I feel you. And that's exactly, we all looked like gym teachers on the golf course. Yeah. All 4 of us. So we start the tournament. There's a whole bunch of things you can buy.
And it's a 5-sum, mind you.
Yes. No. So I had my information incorrect.
Okay.
There was not 5 of us, but it was a 5-man scramble.
Gotcha.
So we just had one person take an extra shot.
Okay.
So I had my wires crossed when I was doing that whole thing last week. So that is what the truth is. We had 4 guys, 5-man scramble, extra shot for whoever was just feeling it.
Okay.
You could buy all kinds of things. There was the ball toss, there's a scramble package, there's skins package. And so we bought all of it. We get to the ball toss and
now what's the ball toss?
So when everybody in the tournament, you can buy a ball. We all stand around the green and you throw your ball, and whoever gets it in the cup or closest to the pin wins prize money.
Okay.
I actually won it one year at the Caddy Girls tournament.
Not to brag.
We do that. I lipped out.
Oh gosh.
I fucking lipped out. And I don't think it was a tech. Somebody bumped me off the hole. I was right on the hole and there's 65 balls headed towards it. And I got bumped off the hole. I was already celebrating.
It's like bocce ball.
Because the line was perfect. I'm dodging balls left and right. I hit the cup. Poof, somebody takes me out. So I lost that. We start playing. And the first 2 holes were a disaster. We still ended up parring
For you or the group?
The group.
Okay. You included.
Yes. We could not get off the tee to save our fucking lives. 4 drives.
5 shots.
And both drives we took on the first 2 holes were in the trees where we are having somebody just punch out and then the other 3 go hero shots.
Holy.
So I'm like, it's going to be a long ass day.
Did you guys drink the night before?
Nope.
Okay. Well, there's your issue.
No, well, we maybe had 1 or 2,
sure,
but we didn't get drunk the night before for sure.
Yeah.
I'm like, we're gonna go over par if we continue to drive the ball like this. And we still we scrape by pars. Someone would have 1 good shot to save the hole.
And are you hitting driver? Or are you hitting
no, I knew who I was, and I was just spraying my 4-wood to the right a little bit, and both those holes were tight.
Okay.
So they ended up in shit.
Okay.
So then we finally had a par 3 to get ourselves out of our funk. And the irons were fucking on, dude.
Let's go. That's a great feeling.
They have this thing where there's a raffle on every par 3 in this tournament. And it's the players selling the tickets. And they do this thing where all 4 guys, if you buy raffle tickets, you get to bet on one of your foursome to hit the green. And if that person you bet on does hit the green, you double your raffle tickets.
Dude, that's sweet.
Yeah, it's a super fun game. And right away I was being like, well, I'm not going to bet on myself. That's kind of fucking lame of me.
I mean,
and then everybody bet on me and they all doubled their tickets. So I was not, because I was hitting greens. And so every time would be raffle tickets, everyone else would double except for myself.
Okay.
Because I would bet on myself. And then finally the last par 3, I'm like, fuck it, I'm betting on me. And the green was a turtle shell. I hit it twice because I got the 5th shot and it rolled off both times.
Oh, God.
So annoying.
Over the back or backspin?
So the first one rolled off the back. Second one was I hit it short, but it was such a turtle shell. I doubt it was real backspin, but it rolled back off.
Sure. God.
So the only time I bet on myself, I missed the green. Tournament's going great because Lane figured out how to drive.
Okay.
Homeboy was hitting fucking bombs. You've seen Lane swing. You've seen how he plays golf. He was driving the ball out of his goddamn mind. If Lane hit a good drive, which he did a lot, we would birdie the hole. Well, shit, it was basically guaranteed.
Maybe he just needed like a bat. You get some chalk out there. He needed a batter's box to feel like he was it, because that's how Lane swings off the tee.
He took lessons. His swing is different. It's still his swing is still insane, but it's better than it was.
Yeah, I mean, because before it was like he was in a home run derby.
Yep, but he would follow through.
If he connected, that sucker was going to go into the next county.
And he's notorious for just the most aggressive slice you've ever seen.
Yeah.
Like slice almost to where it's coming back toward you by the time it hits the ground. But he was piping it perfectly straight. And if Lane hit it in the fairway, we would birdie the hole. It was, and we finished, I think we were 9 under.
Okay.
8 under.
Shit.
We were 8 under. It wasn't handicapped. We finished in 12th place.
Not bad.
Our goal was to they put the leaderboard up on the screens.
Yep.
Our goal was to just make the first screen.
The screens of the cart?
In the clubhouse afterwards. They put the leaderboard up and we were the final spot on the first screen. So we achieved our goal. I hit the irons really well and I was putting out of my goddamn mind.
Good for you.
And I think now that I've played in 2 scrambles this year and we did another scramble the following morning, the most electric thing in regular guy golf is draining the last putt in a scramble.
Oh my God.
There's nothing close. Like Lane is hitting 300-yard drives. We get excited. We high five. Somebody's getting it 2 feet from the pin on an approach shot. Some hell yeahs and some high fives. The 4th guy makes an 8-foot putt in a scramble. You lose your goddamn mind.
100%. When the pressure's on the line and there's one guy left to finish the job, there's no better feeling.
Right. We've talked about it a whole bunch of times and we've debated like what is the most exciting thing. It just, in my mind, that's it.
It for sure is.
For a regular guy that is not like playing in a bunch of serious tournaments, being that dude on the green is the most electric shit.
Yeah, I mean, you're crossing the finish line for that hole. Like the good drive, good second shot. Someone sticks one tight. There's no the finish line is not there yet. It's the putt that's the finish line. And you want to talk about like a nose to nose finish. You get the 4th guy that has to make an 8-foot putt.
Yep.
But it's the difference between par and birdie, which again in a scramble is massive.
Right.
If we're just golfing as solo, I'll take a par every single day.
For sure.
But it's a nose to nose finish that last guy makes the putt. And you all get in the cart, everyone's got a massive smile on their face. You're just so jacked up driving to the next hole. And it's like, it's good momentum going into the next hole. Yeah,
you're writing down that you need your owed birdie juice next time the Bev cart comes around.
That's right.
So like I said, I'm putting out of my mind.
Were you putting last? Did they put you last on that?
So I started 3rd, and then I got moved last. There was a couple of times too where I will take credit for this, Connor. Connor drained some long putts, but only because I gave him the perfect line.
Yeah, which is
that's what you want to do as a team.
Exactly.
So I was putting really good, and then I think we were probably on like our 10th or 11th hole, and they pull the old fucking unhook your golf bag trick, right?
On who?
On me.
Really?
Drive off. My bag falls out of the cart, and I'm like, ha, you fucking got me, guys. Whatever. We put it in there. We get to the next green. My putter's broken.
Oh, no. Like what kind of broken?
Like it wobbles when you shake it like this.
The head does?
No. So you know those PXG putters, they have the black shaft that meets the silver shaft.
Yep.
Where the black and the silver meet, the black is splintered up the shaft.
I was just I guess I didn't even know it was like an insert type. I thought it was kind of like just a wrap around.
No, it's a separate piece.
No.
And that's separate. So like,
because in the PXG bags, do you have the magnetic slot?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And there's been times where I've walked around the cart to my bag and the putter is like
pops off the bag. That's exact. And because I called them out, I'm like, you fuckers broke my putter. And then Connor's like, well, yeah, I shouldn't have put it in your umbrella holder. And I'm like, it wasn't an umbrella holder. It's a nice bag. I'm sorry that you've never seen one of those before, but it's for putters. But I mean, at the end of the day, like I would have 100% done that prank to them. So I can't be like too pissed. Like, yeah, it fucking sucks. My putter's broken. And it's probably the nicest, most expensive putter I've ever owned.
Yeah.
And now it's busted.
God, and I had another one I would have given you.
Yeah. I mean, and
so I wouldn't have even sold it to you. I would have just given it to
you. Yeah. I appreciate it. But like I was, so then the rest of the tournament, like my putter, it's still one piece, but if you like grab the handle and move it, where it's cracked, it just wobbles.
It's like so
you can't putt with it.
It's like a senior men's iron. It's like regular stiff shaft where it's just kind of like it's like a.
It feels like your warm up swing stick.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck. And there's really no way to fix that.
No, so I could go probably buy another shaft.
Damn it.
But so I finished the rest of the round using Connor's putter because his was the closest to mine. And I didn't putt as well. I putted fine still. But weirdly enough, when we left to go on the trip, my grandparents and my uncle were having a rummage sale. And they had a bunch of golf clubs. And there's this cool old putter that it was like a slot line something. It just looked sweet.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, I'm going to buy that. It was $1. And so that was in the car.
Oh, really?
So the day I broke my putter, the next day we had another golf round. I somehow had another putter in the car already.
Which is not surprising. You have 15 putters.
Yes, I have a lot of putters. I think they're cool. And then I putted with that thing. I didn't putt very well right away. But once I figured it out, I putted really well again. So it's not the putter. We can confirm that.
Yeah.
It's me. I'm good at putting now.
Let's fucking go. Tyler, I think like you and I have to get, we have to go do something as a 2-man scramble because I've been hitting drives really well and my wedge shots have been solid from like 100 and in. I think we would fare pretty well in a 2-man, even if we just go out and shoot some videos.
And you know how I know you're 100% right. Because day 2 after the tournament, we had another golf round scheduled and we decided to play 6-6-6. So we started at best ball, then we did alternating shot, and we ended scramble. And it was me and Lane versus Connor and Garrett. And Lane and I absolutely toasted them the first 10 holes.
Really?
And there was a couple pushes, and we didn't do skins. We just did if push nullify the hole.
Yep. Yep.
So we were up like by 5, and they started to claw back during alternating shot, and they were down by 1. Going into scramble, and there's this dog leg right where it's really aggressive and there's a huge pond on your right and you can cut that to get to the fairway, but you got to carry it 265 to cut the pond. And so I'm like, well, Lane, you're the big stick. The fairway to the left that you're supposed to hit is as wide as can be, so I'll just hit one safe to the corner and then you can bombs away. I hit one perfectly safe to the corner. Lane steps up. And if these are the 2 tee markers, Lane is lined up like this to cut the corner.
Okay.
And so he steps up, big dicks it, and he carries it by maybe got 2 yards.
Really?
So he makes it, and we're looking at 115 yards out on a par 5.
Whoa.
So like a legitimate, like I know we're not going to, the odds of us dunking a 115 yard approach shot are slim to none, but there's a legitimate albatross chance here.
Okay.
In our scramble, we step up, Lane sails the fucking green, and then I leave it 6 feet short of the green. So now we're like, well, now our eagle opportunity's already kind of gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then, so it's still like 15 feet from the pin where we are off of the green. And then we both leave it super short. And we're like, there's no fucking way we can par this. We have to make this putt. We cannot par this par 5 after you carried it 265 over the goddamn water. And then luckily we did make the putt. And then a couple holes later, nail in the coffin. Game was over.
Let's go.
It was a ton of fun. Absolute blast. Did not bring the kid either round, though. We did talk about bringing him to day 2 when it wasn't a tournament, but the course was really nice, so we decided not to.
Let's go. Love
so yeah,
to hear that.
There's my trips. One more thing. We get to the first hole, day 2, and the marshal's like, pretty nice guy for the most part. He's kind of stern.
Maybe he only had like 1 cup of coffee instead of 3.
Yeah, and the hole 1 fairway is right next to the hole 5 fairway coming back.
Okay.
And he's like, hey, in an hour, I need to see you on that fairway. Okay. I was like, all right, fuck. Like, do we just look like we're going to play slow or what? And then we played another perfectly acceptable round of golf. We finished in like 4 hours and 10 minutes.
Yep.
And we got the fucking pace of play alarm on our GPS.
Really?
They're like, make sure your group's keeping up. Your group is behind pace. It's like, how the fuck are we behind pace?
Is there anyone behind you?
There was people behind us, and then there was a log jam in front of us too.
Sure.
So like we would wait for these guys in front of us every single tee box, but we could see them while we were on the other green waiting for the group in front of them. So it's like, how in God's name is this on us?
Well, and
so all I know is that alert better have gone out to fucking everybody, because if it went out to just us, and there's no way for me to confirm this, but if I did, I would drag that course through the mud.
Well, and it's probably pre-programmed into the golf cart. So it wasn't like the clubhouse sending out the alert to your cart specifically. I'm sure it's just pre-programmed.
Yeah, and that's what I told myself to calm myself down, because I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
Well, dude, when we played the Classic at Madden's, we were talking to the starter, and based off of kind of what he was telling us, he's like, now, mind you, they just had the Minnesota like amateur tournament there, the Minnesota Am, I think is what they call it.
Yep.
And so the rough he's like, the rough, like, you're gonna have to get out of your cart and probably like kick around with your feet.
Oh my God.
In some spots, because it's like 6 inches tall. And I'm like, whoa, okay, we're in for a 4.5 hour round. And he's like, almost every group today has been finishing in 4:05. There's been a couple groups in 4:10, but in order to keep pace of play, like 4:10 is kind of the number that you want to hit. And I think by the end of it, like by the time we kind of milled around on the 18th green, there's no one behind us. Got back to our carts and like inputted our scores, whatever, checked the time. I think we had it was 4:09.
Perfect.
So we probably finished in just over 4 hours. But even on a course like that, where it is a more difficult course. I mean, it's not crazy like PGA Tour style.
Yep.
But we're still finishing in like 4 to 4:10. So it's like, again, it's the conversation we had a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I didn't want to rehash, but it was just the last 2 times I've played on public courses in a casual round, there's been pace of play issues where I'm not going fast enough, even though I'm finishing in basically 4 hours.
Yeah. When I was talking to this starter, I got the idea that he was able, I don't know if he had a tablet or what it was, but I got the idea that he was able to like know where we were at on the course.
Oh, they totally can, dude.
I guess I didn't even know that they can. I don't know. Let's just pull up a GPS map and see where every cart is and like how fast they're going, whatever. But we never really had a ranger, driving by and just checking it. I think we might have one time, but we were never really, I don't know. Again, when there's a log jam, like what the fuck you want us to do?
Yeah, there's nothing you can do.
Yeah. I better see you go talk to them before you come talk to us.
Right.
What's going on? What's going on?
I don't know, dude. It's just so frustrating. It's just going to complete 180. Like I totally get it. Like we've played rounds that are 6.5 hours, like Arizona Grand.
Yes.
We've done the actual slow round. And
did anybody get talked to at Arizona Grand? I don't
not
think so.
Once, dude.
There's nobody out there like just kind of ushering groups saying, hey, you got maybe skip a hole or whatever.
Right. There was nobody holding up the slow group, be like, let these next 4 groups play through you or you're done.
That was the most insane round I've ever played in terms of like, we were waiting at tee boxes for 15
There was
minutes.
3 groups on tee boxes at certain points.
It was wild. And I don't know how a course like keeps getting people to come back after that, but I understand why it's it's like a $100 Arizona course.
Something like that.
And it was still pretty nice.
Yeah.
It wasn't crazy, but
we've played the truly slow rounds. And so being a guy that has experienced the actual slow pace of play, what we're doing is perfectly fine, and people are just overreacting because it's popular to be upset about pace of play right now.
Yes. And I mean, as if bitching about your golf game isn't enough, like people just need something to bitch about even more.
Yep. That's all I got for you for my weekend adventures.
Like, sorry, just one more thing on this. When you go golfing, like you are going to kind of just get away from everything, whether that's work or you just need to recharge your battery from the chaos at home or whatever. And it's like, so why are we trying to speed things up so fast just to get back to that reality?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, hey, if it's a 6-hour round, like there's really nothing you can do about that. But hey, you probably just got an hour and a half more to just kind of sit back, chat with your buddies, catch up, recharge, all that. I mean, I understand. Okay, we can't be playing 6-hour rounds of 18 holes, but
think about it like this.
Did happen.
Golf is technically cheaper per hour if you take longer.
That's true. That's true. Or like, hey, let's maybe don't hit a couple extra balls. That's going to slow things down. But we started on our golf trip to Brainerd. We started playing the count up game with our drivers on the tee boxes. So if we were waiting at a tee box, we were playing count up like you do in hacky sack.
Oh, nice.
So we had 4 guys. We go 1, you got to catch it after the last one.
Yep.
And we go all the way around. I want to say 3 of 4 of us are still left, and me and my other buddy Adam, we golfed this last weekend together, and we continued the count up game even though my other buddy who was still wasn't there. And I think we're at like 27, but now we'll just continue that on. Next time we golf together, okay, I think you got 28 this time. So shit like that. I mean, there's no stress at all in it.
We played more games of Rat Race than I've ever played in my life. Poison, whatever.
Yeah.
You get it.
Fuck off.
We've played at the Scramble, and then again when we were waiting for that group, we played more of that in those last 2 weekends than I think I have in the last 2 years.
Yeah, that's fun though.
It is fun. Should we take a quick break?
Yep.
And then Noah's got some shit for us.
Alrighty.
All right, we're back. Everybody took their pee break.
My bladder is empty.
Emptied out. A couple weeks ago, before your golf trip, well before it, you were contemplating whether or not to bring, which son was it? I can't remember.
My oldest.
Okay. You were contemplating bringing your son to the boys' golf trip. And I didn't want to play this last week because I didn't want this to hinder your decision at all. If you wanted to bring him, then bring him.
Okay. Yep.
But we did have a caller who called in and sent us a video.
Oh, extra mile.
On the text on the phone?
He left, I think he leaves in the voicemail that he DM'd it to us on Instagram or something like that, I believe. Of his experience on a golf trip with the fellas and then somebody else's son.
Okay.
So, yeah, here's what he left us. Maybe.
You guys, I left you a voicemail like 2 weeks ago about my 8-year-old brother coming golfing with us. No, Tyler, do not bring your 5-year-old son to the golf course. Let it be a boys' weekend. They might say yes to bring him and it's okay, but there might be some of them who want a boys' weekend. I sent a video to the Breakfast Balls chat. Please do not bring your son golfing. You do not have to play this voicemail.
Okay.
You do not.
Well, we did play the voicemail.
I just texted you guys a video.
Okay.
I will put it up on the screen for the video audience, and then
ready to move up.
Okay, hold on. I'll play the audio. Right?
Okay, yeah, I can do that.
We're all ready to move up. Like we've all hit our shots and we're ready to go up. And this is what we're fucking dealing with. It's fucking unbelievable.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. I mean, I didn't bring the kid because it was a boys' weekend. I didn't bring him. But to be fair, my kid's way better than that kid. Like significantly better.
So a breakdown for the audio audience. It's a video of looks like a group of guys on a golf course, and then it looks like a father and a son in the middle of the fairway. Son takes, I don't know, 3 whacks at it before he eventually makes contact, and it looks like the ball rolls, I don't know, 20 yards maybe. And I'm assuming everybody else had already hit their shots.
So this is what he says at the beginning. He's like, we're all ready to move up and waiting on this shit. And did he say it's his 8-year-old brother?
I thought that's what he said. Unless he said like
maybe it's his brother, his nephew or something.
Yeah, unless his brother brought his 8-year-old son.
Yeah. Either way,
that's a massive age gap if that's his brother.
Yep. Either way, it's pretty funny. And so like, here's the thing: I wouldn't have if I did bring him. You don't let him hit in the fairway. I brought Charlie along before.
Out of the rough or what?
No, I don't let him. I let him hit. I've talked about it before. I've brought him along on like a Saturday morning round with 4 guys before. He gets a tee shot, and then when we get to the green, he gets to put his ball down and putt to the green.
What does he say when you're hitting out of the punching out of the trees?
He laughs if I hit a tree.
Okay.
Yep. He will talk shit.
Oh, I believe it. Yeah. He'll talk shit to me.
Yep. So he will talk shit. But that the guys you're golfing just did it wrong. Like when the guys are with, it is not a time to teach. It is
100%.
It is like he gets to hit a tee shot. You drive to his ball. You pick the ball up. You go to your ball. And then when we get to the green, you let him set it on the fringe and just let him putt it into the hole eventually. Let him take his 6 putts and get it in the hole and move on to the next one.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't have done it that way, but you're right. I didn't bring him because it was a boys' weekend. So next time, if it's this casual Saturday round, I might bring him, and I will do it the correct way. And Charlie's better than that kid. Charlie did almost beat me on a hole legitimately, and he's 5.
Yeah, and I mean, yes, there's that aspect of it, but there's also the aspect of like when you go on a boys' trip. Again, these are few and far between for us anymore. Young 30s kids, it's tough to get out. So when you do, the conversation isn't going to be the same if there is a 5-year-old or an 8-year-old or a 10-year-old.
It's true.
You and your buddies want to give your other buddies shit for like their crazy ex-girlfriend they had in high school. That's the type of shit that we want to poke fun at and talk about and whatever. And it's the dynamic definitely shifts because again, you have to watch what you're saying around kids under 10 years old.
Yeah.
Kids of any age really, but.
So the bit of the weekend.
Blake is gay.
Hold on. Well, my friend's name is Garrett and you all remember Froggy Fresh?
Yeah.
No.
He had YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Like, I am the greatest of the baddest of them all.
Yep.
If you ain't about money.
So he has a TikTok page where people will just pay him and he'll make a song and like shit on their friends or something.
Okay.
And the day before the tournament, this is the one he posted, and I kept playing it on the Bluetooth speaker while we were in the Scramble. And my buddy's name is Garrett.
Garrett is gay.
And so every
time.
Put
it in your mouth, Garrett.
So he says, put it in your mouth like a carrot. And so all weekend we just kept making carrot jokes.
I like that. Okay. Again.
So like we wouldn't have been able to have that bit if we brought my kid. So it's all worth it to not bring him just so I could play the Garrett is gay song over and over on the course.
Yeah. And like, I know your kid doesn't go to daycare, but you also like, if you did, you can't have your 5-year-old going to daycare saying gay.
Nope, you can't. You can't.
Yeah, you're gonna get a message, and it's just it's a spiraling effect.
I did teach him a joke that. So they did a thing on Father's Day where all the kids did this thing, and they write their favorite thing about their dad, and it was like, well, how does your dad make you laugh? And Charlie put down and announced to the class, my dad makes me laugh when he tells the bees joke. And so his teacher's like, oh, cool. What's the bees joke?
Oh, no.
And he's got it memorized.
You don't ask what the joke is as a teacher.
And he goes, what kind of bees make milk? And teacher's like, I don't know. And Charlie goes to his class of preschoolers, boobies. And that was blasted around the class. And I got talked to by the teacher when I picked him up. So Charlie does repeat shit when it is told to him. So he for sure would have gone back to the house like, how come Garrett is gay and what does that mean?
Well, dude, I said the MF word, on accident a month ago, and my 3-year-old kept saying it. I'm like, I was like, Dad made a mistake, and it was an accident, and I promised your mom that I was never going to say that again. Okay, so we can't, you can't say it either, and. he gets this look in his eyes when I know he's going to say it. And so before he even says, I say, nope,
don't do it.
I say, nope. Remember, that's a naughty word. We can't say that. Like, Dad made a mistake. And so now he's just like doing it with his, like saying it with his lips. It's like not even a whisper. He's just like mouthing it.
That's funny.
And so, yeah, I mean, they pick up on a lot of stuff, and it's just not something, there's going to be God willing, there's a lot more opportunities for you to golf with your 5-year-old. And then, as he gets older and older. So the boys weekend, I think, is a time when the kids stay home, whether they're sad about it or not, they'll get to go again eventually.
Yep. Yeah. I think we made the right choice.
Yeah.
And you got one more thing you said for us, Noel?
Yeah, I'll send it to you guys. It's also something I'll throw up on the screen for the video audience, and then I think we'll give a good breakdown for the.
Okay, what should we look at first?
Look at the picture of the
with the note.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a picture of a yellow windbreaker with a note pinned to the collar. The note says, "This was my dad's. He died in March at age 96. He had 7 holes in one and played his age into the late 80s until his knees finally stopped cooperating. May the wind be at your back." That's sick.
Whoa. That is
sick.
So that's at a thrift store. Yeah. Okay. And then the message that we got with this photo is, "Saw this at the thrift store on vacation. Question for the pod. When your time comes, what do you want your equipment/gear legacy to be?" Wow. That's actually a great question.
It is.
Yeah. I got to think about that.
It is a thinker.
Well, my first thought is I would never get rid of that windbreaker.
No.
I mean,
you can't. How do you thrift that?
If that was the windbreaker that your dad always wore golfing, I mean, that's...
It'd be in a shadow box.
Yes.
In my golf room.
Or I would I would fold it up and put it in my golf bag.
Yep.
Me and Pops we're always golfing together, whether he's here or not. So what do you want your equipment/gear legacy to be?
What's something of yours you'd pass down?
Well, I think the first thing that comes to mind for me is the wear mark on my wedges. Now that's pending that I am game in these clubs for the next 30 years.
Yep.
Which I really don't have. I really don't have an excuse to get new clubs. I don't need new clubs. I would like someday when I pass away, I'd like for my kid to be able to show like his buddies, or maybe even be using these wedges to show them the wear mark on the wedges from me using them for 20, 30 years. Now, me being the golfer that I am, I don't know if I can achieve that wear mark.
I was just going to say, your son's friends are going to be super impressed at that wear mark on the toe.
Yeah, I know. Or on the hosel. It's like, Dad, why is it like, why is there no more like chrome finish on the hosel? And it's like, well,
it wasn't cool in the mid 2020s.
Yeah. So whether that happens or not, I don't know. But I think that would be something really cool to have. And golf club technology, our clubs right now are going to be clubs of the very, very past.
Yeah. Which is crazy to think of how high tech they are.
Yeah.
I think I'm actually starting a legacy on accident. I've gotten several people into the game of golf with zero experience.
Okay.
So I think maybe, I don't know how that would represent itself in my clubs.
Yeah.
But like Lane, carry the golf scramble. I got him into it.
Yep.
He didn't really golf until he and I went once a week.
He started the Breakfast Ball channel.
Yeah.
Essentially.
And Buddy Rick, same thing. I basically got him into golf, like consistently anyway. He was golfing a little bit, but then like now he's into it.
Yeah.
So maybe that's maybe what I want my legacy. I don't know how that legacy itself is going to represent itself in the equipment or the gear, whether that is maybe I'll have a mismatch thing of clubs because I've given them to buddies. I don't fucking know.
It's more, more of like the legacy of memories, and opportunity.
Getting people into the game for the right reasons, not to be bachelor-esque there.
Yeah. Another thing comes to mind for me. This last weekend I was playing 18 with my buddy Adam again out at the lake, and so every weekend he usually flip-flops weekends out there. Like they'll go to his wife's side's lake place, 2 hours away every other weekend. Then he'll go to his place, which is right down the road from mine. The other weekends. And so whenever we're out there at the same time, we always get a 6 a.m. tee time. And so we've probably done this like 5 or 6, 7 times maybe. And this last weekend's round, it was like kind of the first time we were just like cruising down the fairway, and we had both said like, dude, these like, there's nothing better than these 6 a.m. rounds that we've been doing. It's like we've done them a handful of times, and it seems like the weather is always the best of the entire weekend. We're usually the first ones on the course. We had a 6:09 tee time, which is the first one of the day. And then the gal at the front desk told us the next tee time is not till 6:45. So we had green grass in front of us the entire way.
Hell yeah.
So like it kept getting brought up, like, man, these tee times are the best. So I want to be like, when I get older, I want to be able to remember. And I also want my kids, hey, dad usually leaves at 6 a.m. on Saturday mornings, until like our boys can start going with, and then they know that, hey, 6 a.m. Saturday mornings is when we go play golf with our dads. And then when they're 21, they're going to get up at 5:30, just hung over to go golf with dad. I'll pull their asses out of bed real quick.
Wake up.
Yeah. So that's kind of, it's just being able to look back on that and remember how awesome those 6 a.m. rounds were that we did every single weekend that we were out there together.
100%.
So, and like the gear is just that's just something that's with you. Obviously like if you get a hole in one with a, say like a pitching wedge, like that club is obviously going to have some meaning to it. Or like, let's say your kid, in like elementary school or middle school or whatever, they do like a class project where you make like you get to color on a fucking driver head cover for your dad. Like that'd be something I'd hang on to forever, and that like I would hope my kid would remember too. Like he gave me that when he was 6 years old. So it's things like that with the gear. It's not the equipment in general. It's like the things that come with the equipment, like a special ball marker or a club you hit a hole in one with or what have you. So
100%.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Be a good person. Be nice to other people. If someone hits over into your fairway, forget CL4, but they don't hit you. It's like, hey, the easiest joke to say is like, oh, I didn't know we had a third joining us on our hole over here today.
And if they do it again, bury them 6 feet under.
So yeah, good question though. Really gets you thinking
very good
about the long-term game and
deeper than we usually get.
Yeah,
for sure.
So ladies and gents, we'll be back again
1 week's time.
And let's see. I don't know if I'll be playing this weekend, but we'll sure as hell come up with something to talk about.
Yep.
Love you guys.
Love you.
We're
still here. We didn't leave. We forgot to do songs. I don't know if anyone's going to like. I have one in already that I put in while listening to music in the garage.
Look at you. Thinking about the playlist.
I was just like doing something. I was usually I write them down in a notes app. But I was like doing something and didn't want to take the time, so I just added it to the playlist right away.
I think I can fire mine away pretty quick here.
Go for it.
Number one is it's gonna be a little feel good vibes kind of song. It's Waves by Mr. Probs, but there's a million different versions. It's the Robin Scholes remix.
Okay.
And it feels like
it's like a very.
This is I really like this song.
So when we were listening to the Breakfast Bowl playlist at the Scramble, a song would come on out of left field, and my friends would be like, "This is a Noah song, huh?"
Yep.
Was it every time?
Pretty much. There was one that was Ryan. I forget which one it was.
You have to start
One
making
Beer by Hardy.
You have to start making notes.
Yep.
We had mine ripping on the golf trip the whole time, and it was a good vibe.
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you.
Somebody left a comment on this last episode last week and said, love the playlist. I don't remember what they said. They said they're not using it for golf. It was for something else, like I don't know.
It is just a good playlist.
And he was like, yeah, it's great. Love it.
Hell yeah.
And my other song is going to be Almost by Bowling for Soup.
Nice.
Good one. Really good picks.
Okay, so I went to CMA Fest 3 years ago, and they had the big main stage, and then they have this little teeny tiny stage that they play between sets. And there's this guy who's mostly famous for coming up with really slow, lovey-dovey wedding songs. But he sang one song that I really liked, and it's been on my regular golf playlist, like my personal one, for a long time. And it's not his most popular song, but I really love it, and I think people will love it once they're onto this guy. It's Barn Burner by Ian Munsick.
Okay. I'm an Ian Munsick fan.
Yep. So he's just basically talking about chick breaks up with him, and all of a sudden her barn burned down. I don't know why that happened.
Weird.
Yep. So adding to my country repertoire,
okay,
the next song, a complete polar opposite of Barn Burner. I'm going Loser by Beck.
Okay.
You've all heard it.
Yep, we have. Okay, fuck. I think we're 4 for 4 already, boys. Take it easy.
I'm surprised it hasn't made
its way. Take It Easy by the Eagles. And then the next one, both of these actually, I was very surprised that they weren't on here.
Ryan, this was your second pick ever. You put on a different version. Look, it's already on there.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
But so
I saw you add that. I'm like, he's already done this.
You probably grabbed the album version versus the single version or something like that.
That's exactly what he did, because the cover art's different for each one.
Dang. Because I added it and I went to the playlist and I'm like, okay, it went to the bottom.
Yep. So
Okay.
you just put a different version on. So quick, off the top of your dome, new song 2.
Oh, God.
What'd you listen to on the car way over here?
Yeah, you guys aren't going to like that. It's Elenium. That's EDM.
Ryan, I can bail you out quick. I found one in the recommended. Great song. Unless you got it.
Let's just go with... No, I can't pick that. Go ahead, Noah.
She's So High by
great one.
Bachman.
Yeah, actually, add it in.
That's from Ryan.
That's a good one.
Nice, Ryan.
That was
I actually really like that song.
That's one of those songs. There's a whole genre of music. It's like, hey, you know the song, you don't know who it's by.
No, not a chance.
So, okay, yeah, that was a little bonus.
Thank
snippet.
God we remember that.
Okay,
I hope somebody leaves. I'm going to put this at the very, very end after the outro. I hope somebody says something like, hey, you guys forgot songs.
Yep.
So I can just
No,
get after
we
them.
didn't.
We got over 1,200 people on this playlist.
Let's go.
That's pretty big.
Road to 2K.
Yeah, I guess so. I did not think this bit was going to be this successful.
No, God, no. But hey, it's a great playlist. I've listened to it multiple times. I haven't listened to the full thing through because now the playlist is long enough to where unless you're at Arizona Grand playing 6.5 hour round, you're gonna get cut short.
Yep.
So
yeah, I think 6.5 should be the number. We keep making the number longer, but like if you don't like my music, like if you're tired of the 90s pop hits or you don't like Noah's Alice in Chains picks, you need to have some skips. You have to have some cushion so you can skip some songs.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, see you guys.
Love you.
Love you.
Hell, that's a breakfast ball.